I bought the Yamaha WR250R about 6 months ago for the purposes of learning how to ride off-road. It's lightweight, agile, and has enough power to be a good entry point into the off-road world. It's got long travel suspension, and with mods it can be pretty comfortable. I bought a second-hand WR250R so that I wouldn't have to worry about dropping it, and dropping it plenty of times is what I did. It came with a couple of adventure mods, making it appropriate for long-distance adventure riding. Over the last 6 months, I've added about 7,000 kilometers, and most of that has been off-road. So in this video, let me tell you about my experience with this bike and why I'm selling it.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Fuck. Oh, fuck.
First things first, I don't think I could have picked a better dual sport for learning to ride off-road. The WR is lightweight, agile, and forgiving of all mistakes I made. In the last 6 months, I have probably crashed it about 20 times. Most of those were captured on camera and some weren't. It has been a painful learning experience, but I was surprised with how much of a beating this bike could take and still come out undamaged. The only thing that would be damaged during a crash was me, sustaining a few bruises and a very bruised ego. But the WR didn't give a fuck about my ego. It was ready to hammer it through every trail that I'd take it to, and even when it was beyond my skill level, I was able to push through steep hill climbs and trails that just scared me, all because the WR would somehow keep upright. Every time I dropped the bike, it would be easy to pick up, weighing only 130 kilograms with fuel. The stock suspension is just amazing on the WR, and it absorbs some of the most intense whoops with ease. Also, the compression when coming off a jump is just confidence inspiring. It was when I crossed the Simpson Desert, which consists of 500 kilometers worth of parallel sand dunes, one after the other, that the Yamaha WR250R really shined, and all of the off-road riding practice I had done finally showed. I was able to fly through the desert, gliding up the sand dunes with ease on the WR, which is where it really showed what it was capable of doing. The only thing I wished at the time was that it had a bit more power, so that I could go even harder. When riding on the road though is where the problem lied. The WR would rev really high when doing 110 km/h highway speeds and would be easily affected by the wind. This made it really tiresome when riding long distances because the wind resistance was too much and the bike would struggle and chew through fuel doing higher speeds. This is ultimately what let me down, and hence I decided that a bike like the Yamaha Tenere 700 would be much more suitable to my riding needs. Don't get me wrong though, if I had a 4-wheel drive or another means of transporting my WR to the trails, I'd keep it, because that's where it would shine, off-road. But in order to get to some of those trails, I'd have to ride an hour or two on the highway, and that would be just such a boring and painful ride. So in the end, I thank the WR for being such an awesome bike, protecting me on some decent crashes, teaching me how to ride off-road, and to date being the most fun bike that I have ever ridden. But I've outgrown it, and ready to move on to a dual sport that has much more power and can take me in greater comfort to my next destination. The Yamaha Tenere 700, the bike that I've been jizzing over for the last few months.